on in and around Montana. How are you doing? It's Monday. Livin Large Larry here. Livin Large Larry live. You can catch all of our audio and video accessible components at livinlargelarry.com. All kinds of blinds and billings. All kinds of blinds. MT.com. Nice morning. 55. Beautiful weather forecast. I'll show that with coming up in detail from the Redline Computer Studios in West Billings, Montana. Thanks for being here. Livin Large Larry live. LivinLargeLarry.com, live on YouTube this morning, and the TuneIn smartphone app as well for your Droids and iPhones. Spring fix-up, spring cleanup, all kinds of blinds in Billings, all kinds of blinds, MT.com for all kinds of blinds and window frame for security as well. Woven woods, the mini blinds, vertical blinds, great variety of luminous shades, all through all kinds of blinds in Billings, all kinds of blinds, MT.com. Check out some of the work that all kinds of blinds have done around the area. The FedEx Kinko's on 27th Street, also the 48th Street mini storage. Walk in and check out the work, all kinds of blinds in Billings. All kinds of blinds, MT.com. Just said the spring and summer fix-up with all kinds of blinds. All kinds of blinds, MT.com. If you are interested in real estate, learning the current value of your home or property, then call Amber Gustanis with Century 21 Hometown Brokers for a free market analysis. Amber Gustanis, Century 21 Hometown Brokers, 406-690-5902. Hey, did you hear the Billings Wolves beat the number one team in the IFL division of the Wolves plan? On the weekend in Billings. More of that coming up.
Livin Large Larry live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry live.
Yes, Billings Wolves victorious over the weekend. Rimrock Auto Arena, EFX Sports Field in Billings over the league-leading Spokane. And I believe if my statistics are right, the Billings Wolves are the only team in the division to beat Spokane twice in one season. So that sets up a preliminary playoff picture for the IFL Billings Wolves. Here in town, Billings Wolves will play on July 9th. Okay, at Rimrock Auto Arena for the first round of the IFL playoffs for 2016. And that is a far cry from last year's Billings Wolves teams. Much improved this year. Billings Wolves first round home playoff game on July 9th. And I know the team, the Benzels and General Manager Mark Burr, they're preparing for a gigantic upper parking lot at Metro tailgate party for July 9th before the evening contest on July 9th. So save the dates, and we'll keep you informed along the way here. LivinLargeLarry.com is where you can catch the show. Worldwide audience. Appreciate you being here. Between 1,000 and 1,700 streamers every month loyal to our radio station. We appreciate that. Please tune in on your smartphones, live on YouTube every morning, and that YouTube becomes our podcast. You can catch any part of the show anytime you want, any part of the day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. A few minor technical problems from time to time, but quick reboot from the engineering staff headed by Dustin Baker here at Redline Computers, and we're good to go. All kinds of blinds and billings, all kinds of blinds, MT.com. 55 starting off this morning after your weekend. And to check out our Billings area forecast from LivinLargeLarry.com. Our expanded forecast, you can click on that weather tab there. On the show, the forecast brought to you by Tops Sandwich Company in Billings across from Shopco with catering. Check out their catering process. It's probably the best sandwich catering in the region. Tops Sandwich Company across from Shopco in Billings. And may have some late afternoon, even thunder showers otherwise. This week is lining up to be just about perfect. 85 to about 93 or so for the most part for temperatures. And that gets us through the end of the week and even for the first part of the weekend. Again, the expanded forecast at LivinLargeLarry.com. Forecast on the show at Livin Large Larry Live. Brought to you by Top Sandwich Company, the only sandwich shop in town that has a happy hour every day, Monday through Friday, 5 to 8 p.m. All sandwiches at that time are $5. Top Sandwich Company, Billings Wolves supporters. Top Sandwich Company, across from Shopco off King in Billings. One of our sponsors on the show has been the Athlete's Foots for the last couple of months, where I've got a couple of pair of shoes, Brooks, and also got the new red and black Michael Jordans at the Athlete's Foot. And way out there on Grand Avenue, right next to the Red Door Lounge, the Red Door. And a Billings Wolves fan came up to me as I was just trying to run on field to announce for the Billings Wolves this past Saturday. And he said, hey Larry, just like you, got my Jordans at the Athlete's Foot. This kid's like 14 years old, loves his new Jordan, got a great price from Jay and Jennifer at the Athlete's Foot, so it was pretty cool to see. Yeah, if you want the Jordans, and not just the Jordans everybody has, as Jay Johansson says, but the unique Michael Jordans, the Athlete's Foot, next to the Red Door in Billings. Carrie's Massage Therapy has moved. Bigger, brighter location, 928 Broadwater, Suite 204. Carrie's Massage Therapy for the whole month of June. Since it's a busy rubbing month, she wants to try and push the body wrapping. So here we go. The Beauty Mineral Body Wraps helps detoxify, shrink wrinkle sites, rejuvenate the skin, and help shrink skin cells. So because it helps shrink skin cells, you usually get about 1/2 to 1.5 inches off of any part of any body she wraps. So check it out. Body wrapping can give brides not only that little bit, but also the glowing soft skin along with the peace of mind that look fabulous for the perfect day, their wedding day. Here are the price points. He wants to offer the body wraps all month of June long at $140 for a full body procedure. It's normally $175 with Carrie's Massage Therapy. So $140 the entire month of June. Again, we would cost you $175. This is not a walk-in service because it's a lot of prep work and calls go out that morning to confirm an appointment. She also wants to run a small little massage special for you all month. Get $10 off any 30, 60, or 90-minute massage at Carrie's Massage Therapy for the month of June. 928 Broadwater, Suite 204. It is Carrie's Massage Therapy. No disrespect to the industry, but there seems to be coupons for everything. And you know, the real coupon magazine, Hometown Values coupon magazine. A coupon book you can read, and practical couponing. Hometown Values, check them out. Different Hometown Values magazines for each part of the city. Hometown Values, Billings and Laurel. Log on to myhometownvalues.com. We are live at the Red Line Computer Studios in Billings, Montana, west end of Billings off of King 29th. The Red Line Computer Studios for the show Livin Large, Larry Live. Never a G on Livin when you log onto the website for YouTube and the TuneIn smartphone app, livinlargelarry.com. All kinds of lines in Billings, all kinds of lines MT.com in 56, mid to upper 80s today.
Livin Large Larry Live from the Red Line Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry Live.
We gather some of our news stories and ideas from KTBQ.com, Colorado.com, the Billings Gazette, and the Times from Birthday Boy at Kinnick and Birthday of the Weekend from Last Best News. And kind of an odd way to deliver the news for a good part of this week is that I am also filling in for Nick Tyler for the morning news portion of his show. His Nick's on vacation. KGHR Radio, AM 790 94.7 FM. Here in Billings, so I'll be also simulcasting most of our newscasts for KGHL this morning, which is very cool. Meantime, the Star Spangled Banner and Armed Forces salute Star Wars, the William Tell Overture, and the Stars and Stripes Forever. All that was part of the 44th Annual Symphony in the Park at Pioneer Park. Happened on Sunday. Always a well-attended event. The Billings Symphony and 3 members of the chorale performed for an estimated 10,000 people at Pioneer Park on Sunday over the weekend. I would venture to say some a little bit more than 10,000 people. I drove by there and man, we were having a good time. The Yellowstone Art Museum held a unique art competition involving skateboards. And Sunday, the winners of the skateboard design competitions was announced. The competition comes from the Shape of Motion exhibition at the Yellowstone Art Museum by a Montana artist here in Billings, Harold Schultzhauer. His inspiration comes from his love of outdoors that focuses on skateboards and snowboards, surfboards as well. Participants in the contest designed art on a skateboard and were then hung up in the museum to be judged by visitors. And Sunday, the three winners were announced, one for each age group, kids, teens, and adults. In the teen group, Tina Dahlberg says her inspiration for the winning award came from the art teacher, saying she was good at drawing wolves. You can catch Harold Schultzhauer's Shape of Motion exhibition and check out all the winners from the competition. It'll be up at Yam in Bones, Denton Banks until July 3rd. So the fireman may have been ended late last week, but there still may be concerns with the 4th of July coming up when it comes to setting off those fireworks. But fireworks stands started popping up late last week. One man told media, he's been selling fireworks for the past 3 years and has some help from his grandkids. He says, we have a lot of items that are 2 for 1. Anything with a yellow tag is 2 for 1. TNT Fireworks owner off of Hesper and Shiloh, Randy Schmitz, says, the owner of the TNT Fireworks on Hesper and Shiloh, Randy Schmitz, has been selling fireworks for the 4th for the last 3 years. Selling fireworks seems to be a family affair. All jokes aside, though, he did say fireworks can be very dangerous. Schmitz does want to remind those setting off fireworks to be safe. State attorneys say a judge should only delay enforcement of new medical marijuana restrictions until the U.S. Supreme Court decides whether to take up the matter. The Montana Supreme Court previously set August 31st this year as the date to enforce a state law that prevents marijuana providers from selling the drug to more than 3 patients. The Montana Cannabis Industry Association has asked the U.S. Supreme Court to overturn the state's court's decision. The group had also asked District Judge James Reynolds to delay enforcement until either the U.S. Supreme Court takes action or voters decide on a marijuana initiative expected to be on the November election ballot. Assistant Attorney General Stuart Seacrest said in the court filing last Friday that the only legitimate basis for a delay was the pending action by the nation's high court. So it's an ongoing issue and it's not been being resolved yet. So my opinion is it will be marijuana will be on the November ballots from November 2nd of this year. First glance at the Billings morning news for LivinLargeLarry.com. Redline Computer Studios, West Billings. All kinds of blinds in Billings. All kinds of blindsmt.com. Nice morning boom for a pretty warm day in Billings. Mid-80s to middle-upper 80s for a good part of the week. 56 now. Second half of the Billings morning news on the way. LivinLargeLarry.com. Live on YouTube. Get a new summer look at Jim and Austin's Barbershop, 2225 Main Street in Billings Heights. $10, 10 minutes, each haircut. Jim and Austin's Barbershop, 2225 Main Street in Billings Heights. A proud supporter of the Billings Wolves. So much needed relief this weekend. We're looking for another dose of chill, if you will, at M2 Cryotherapy, 805 24th Street West, suite number 4. My wife and I pretty much, for the most part, go together each time. And we make it a duo-free weekend. Make sure you ask about the duo-free Tuesdays at M2 Cryotherapy for arthritis. If you're an athlete and you've got the aches and pains of working out and you've got a big track meet coming up or a baseball tryout, give M2 Cryotherapy a try at m2cryo.com. Log on, very user-friendly website. Learn more about cryotherapy as an industry, and in particular M2 Cryotherapy in Billings at 805 24th Street West, suite number 4. Also Saturday hours till 2 p.m. We'll see how our simulcast of the KGHL radio morning news goes here in a second. I'm filming from the Travelers on vacation for a couple of days here at AM 790 and 94.7 FM. And so that goes. So it's LivinLargeLarry.com.
Livin Large Larry live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry live.
Upcoming KGHL News, simulcast at LivinLargeLarry.com. News writer, thanks to Brian Bennett. News Network. program, you know we'll have a revisit talk with Mayor Tom Hamill, City of Livin Mayor Call coming up here. The debate at Big Sky on Livin Large Larry, KGHL News. The first gubernatorial debate took place Sunday morning at Big Sky during the annual gathering of the Montana Broadcasters Association between Republican candidate Greg Gianforte and incumbent Democrat Steve Bullock. Neither strayed far from their lines of attack they've used during the early months of the campaign and stayed on message on key areas of difference. Governor Bullock has ordered all flags flown in Montana to be flown at half-staff today in remembrance of Sergeant David Thatcher, who died June 22nd. Thatcher from Bridger was one of the two remaining members of the Doolittle Raiders. Community leaders in eastern Montana and members of the Lower Yellowstone Irrigation Project are urging people to attend 3 public meetings this week with the Army Corps of Engineers in support of the bypass channel for the intake diversion dam north of Glendive. This first will be Tuesday in Sydney at the Richland County Event Center, the second Wednesday in Glendive at the Dawson County High School Auditorium, and the third in Billings at the Lincoln Center. All start at 5:30 in the afternoon. A helmet may have saved the life of a 44-year-old Bozeman motorcyclist Sunday. Missed hitting a car on Highway 28 south of Ennis. His motorcycle skidded 189 feet on the roadway and rolled about 107 feet. A driving under the influence trial is set for September 14th for a former Navy SEAL, Robert Neal at Butte, April 8th. He was found asleep in a Nissan Sentra and pleaded not guilty to misdemeanor DUI. A federal agency is on a path to sterilize wild horses on U.S. rangeland to slow the growth of herds, a new approach condemned by Mustang advocates across the West. The U.S. Bureau of Land Management also continues to resist calls from ranchers and Western Republicans to euthanize or sell for slaughter the animals' overflowing holding pens so as to clear the way for more roundups. And the sports notes, the Cleveland Indians claimed their 9th straight win by belting 4 home runs of Justin Verlander, the 5th inning, the 9-3 win of the Tigers. Lonnie Chisenhall was 4 for 4 with a 2-run homer and 3 RBIs to help Josh Tomlin improve to 9-1. And that's a look at news and sports. The mighty 790 AM and 94.7 FM. KGHL, I'm Livin Large Larry. And check out our Billings area forecast from livinlargelarry.com. Our expanded forecast, you can click on that link tab there. On the show, the forecast brought to you by Tops Sandwich Company in Billings across from Shopco with catering. Check out their catering process. It's probably the best sandwich catering in the region. Tops Sandwich Company across from Shopco in Billings. And may have some late afternoon, evening thunder showers. Otherwise, this week is lining up to be just about perfect. 85 to about 93 or so for the most part for temperatures. And that gets us through the end of the week and even for the first part of the weekend. Again, the expanded forecast at livinlargelarry.com. Forecast on the show at Livin Large Larry Live. Brought to you by Top Sandwich Company. The only sandwich shop in town that has a happy hour every day, Monday through Friday, 5 to 8 p.m. All sandwiches at that time are $5. Top Sandwich Company, Billings Wolves supporters. Top Sandwich Company across from Shopco off King in Billings.
Livin Large Larry Live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry Live.
Keystone Mortgage has moved to a much larger location. Keystone Mortgage is our underwriter for our replay of the show, our podcast. Keystone Mortgage, purchase, refinance, investment properties, second home, anything dealing with mortgages. You aren't just a number, you're our number one priority. And that slogan fits. Keystone Mortgage Company, Keystone Mortgage, KeystoneHomeLoans.com. They are locally owned and operated, and you can search them out on Facebook. Just type in the keyword the Keystone.
And Mayor Tom Hanel with us in the weekly Mayor Call. And good morning, sir.
Good morning, Larry. It's a beautiful day.
Oh, man. Looking for beautiful weather for the rest of the week and the weekend. I'm doing great. Thank you very much. Yellowstone Kelly's Passionate to You. That fundraising is going great for that program.
Oh, I tell you something. For the short period of time that has been in effect and the requests for contributions to make this happen, it's just been alarming. Nearly $500,000, almost $500,000. We had an event yesterday with dedication of the grave site with the laying of a wreath. There were guests from Florida, from California, all over Montana, and consequently it was very well organized by our local chamber. They did just a super job, and everybody, the comments were very favorable, and I see this as an annual event, and with the contributions, Larry, that grave site will come back to reality and will be what it should be, something recognizable by our guests, our local citizens, and I'm certainly looking forward to the day.
And it's not just historical to Billings and Yellowstone County, but to the state and the region too. And we have it right here in Billings.
Absolutely, and we're talking Yellowstone Kelly. This is one of our early pioneers, a soldier, a veteran, fought in 3 wars, and we know the importance of our military, and even back then to today. So consequently, it's been long overdue, and it's a site that's been neglected for a long, long time. So I'm proud of our community, those that have stepped forward, those that have put a dollar on the table and helping out. And so consequently, I'm looking forward to the day that we can go up there and be very proud of what it will be.
That'll be a great day, Yellowstone Kelly, a true frontiersman. Let's talk about Central Avenue construction projects.
Painful, very painful. Well, we all know that the cost of doing new streets, rehabbing existing streets, the cost has gone up astronomically, very expensive to begin with, and there's no way around that. The cost of doing this work is just has skyrocketed. But at the same time, what we want to do, Larry, is we want to plan this one out very carefully. We want to keep in idea the concept of complete streets, be it safety for everyone, the vehicle, traffic, pedestrian, bicycles, all of this. But we also want to make very good use of that roadway, and we want to do it very efficiently from the standpoint of cost. So it's a very important project. It's very much needed. We're talking 32nd Street West, Central Avenue, out to Shallow Road.
Right.
And it gets heavy use, so I'm looking forward to getting going on that project.
I mean, as of right now, it's a $4 million price tag on that thing.
Yes, it is. It's right at that. And, it's going to involve quite a bit of acquisition of some private roadway for right-of-way usage, the expansion of the roadway, the lanes, a turn lane, and maybe one side, maybe both sides, a safe passageway for pedestrian bicycle traffic.
Talking about road projects, things like that, the Grand Avenue project, which everybody knows about, boy, that thing is, at the end of the day, it'll be great, but for the business owners over there, we need to reiterate, the businesses over in the Grand Avenue project in the detour area, they are open, they can certainly use your help for business.
Absolutely, and Larry, I feel for the businesses. There's just simply no way around this. There's just not very good access in or out of those businesses because of the road blockage on Grand Avenue. And this is the ugly part about construction, and specifically road construction, the effect on businesses. I know it's going to be a financial despair for a while. All I can say is when it's done, like with other projects, hopefully the customers will return, they'll see the improvements, and it'll just make it much bigger and better for them.
Yeah, look in the long range. At the end of the day, it will be a much better fit. So the planning board is going to have a public hearing coming up on the growth policy. The date is June 28th. That is a public hearing. Can you speak of that a little bit?
Absolutely. It'll be at the library, and we've had several opportunities for the public to comment. There's been a survey going out on our city website, and I'm proud to say that of all the surveys over the years, this has probably been one of the most well responded to. Over 1,200 comments compiled into a report that was presented Monday evening by our planning department. Very, very important subject. We're talking about the future of Billings, the growth, where it may be headed, how we're going to handle that growth, what is the best way to go about it, and the best use of our tax dollars. And consequently, I think we have a very good plan in place. I feel the council is going to be as supportive, I hope, and certainly it's part of the future. Like it or not, growth can be painful, but it also helps to sustain the vitality of our community.
And along the same lines, I know there's been some research and some surveying being done on the west end of Billings, and there's some projected growth with the traffic data out there through 2035.
Exactly. And what it basically amounts to, Larry, is that as the city has grown, these external roadways out in the county have been basically farm roads for many years. They're narrow. They have minimal shoulder for pull-off, that type of thing. So they do create a safety concern. Some of these intersections are being more heavily used. The speed, the allowable speed out in that area has created a problem. There's some visibility issues. So we've had more traffic, and as a result, more accidents, and some very serious, and some fatalities. And so we want to study these issues very, very carefully, do what we can to the best of our ability so they will sustain that growth and make it safer for many decades to come.
And on the lighter side of Mayor Call with Mayor Tom Handel, and can you speak about the new city websites? I knew they were being worked on. I have not logged on to the new websites, but what do you think of them?
Well, this is something that needs to be updated periodically. Technology changes, as you know, daily, if not more often.
Right.
And a website that's used by several hundreds of thousands of people, they look for the services, they look for necessary information so they know and they're well informed, know what's going on. And if nothing else, just the contact information for city services. Our website is heavily used. It needs to be updated periodically. We need to keep up with the growing demand, but we also need to keep up with the changes in technology. So towards the end of June, the new website will be up and operating. We've been preparing for this, testing it. It's going to be enhanced, the visibility, the ease of the users. So looking forward to it myself.
All right, me too. The end of June that happens. Mayor Tom Handel and our weekly Mayor Call. And as always, appreciate the time, and say hey to Robin for me.
Well, thank you, Larry, very much. Thank you to our listeners, and please say hello to your lovely wife, Karen.
Livin Large Larry Live.
From the Redline Computer Studios is where we are this morning, live on YouTube at livinlargelary.com. Redline Computer Studios, do the show there. Each morning, West Billings, across from Code World. All kinds of blinds and Billings, all kinds of blindsmt.com. After a nice weekend weather-wise, beautiful morning, 56 and sunny. And a detailed forecast, we'll do that again for you coming up here, but it should be in the mid to upper 80s for a couple of days here in Billings, Montana. livinlargelary.com. Jay Johansson with us, the Athlete's Foot, 3839 Grand Avenue in Billings, the Athlete's Foot. Jay.
We also got the Jordans. I'm talking about the Jordans that everyone's waiting to get. In my store, right now, in my case, are the French Blue 12s.
Jay, the Athlete's Foot in Billings is the Jordan King.
Oh, yeah, it's the truth. It's the truth. I was just telling another one of your friends that not only we're a hip store that services the community. You got that?
Yeah.
We're a hip, family-owned shoe store that if you just need great shoes, come see us. If you need the best shoes, come see us. If you need the shoes no one else has, and I'm talking no one living large, Larry, as you know.
Yeah.
I'm talking no one in Billings. I'm talking no one in Denver. No one in Minneapolis. No one in Seattle. We got it because my big brother, my owner, Intersport, check them out, largest sporting good company store in the world. They got us the account. We're number one.
I wear the books. I wear the Jordan. My family shops the Athlete's Foot, 3839 Grand Avenue. Jay, thank you very much, sir.
Hey, living large, Larry, keep it up. You need great shoes, you know where to come. 3839 Grand Avenue, the Athlete's Foot.
And the Athlete's Foot on Facebook, too. Don't forget about Facebook, the Athlete's Foot on Facebook.
The Athlete's Foot, Billings MT. Check us out. Peace.
If you're interested in learning the current value of your home, then call Amber Gustavus and Sector 21 Hometown Brokers for a free market analysis. 406-690-5902. Amber Gustavus. And the service area includes not just Billings, but Lockton, Lowell, Joliet, Roberts, Red Lodge, Columbus, and more. Amber Gustavus with Sector 21 Hometown Brokers, 406-690-5902.
Join us at 1-888-858-1408.
Kelly's Massage Therapy has moved. Bigger, brighter location, 928 Broadwater, Suite 204. Kelly's Massage Therapy. For the whole month of June, since it's a busy wedding month, she wants to try and push the body wrapping. So here we go. The Beauty Mineral Body Wraps helps detoxify, shrink wrinkle sites, rejuvenate the skin, and help shrink skin cells. So because it helps shrink skin cells, you just get about 1.5 to 1.5 inches off of any part of any body she wraps. So check it out. Body wrapping can give brides not only that little bit, but also the glowing, soft skin along with the peace of mind to look fabulous for the perfect day of their wedding day. Here are the price points. He wants to offer the body wraps all month of June long at $140 for a full body procedure. It's normally $175 with Carrie's Massage Therapy. So $140 the entire month of June. Again, we've got you $175. This is not a walk-in service because it's a lot of prep work and calls go out about wanting to confirm an appointment. She also wants to run a smaller massage special for you all month. Get $10 off any 30, 60, or 90-minute massage at Kelly's Massage Therapy for the month of June. 928 Broadwater, Suite 204. It is Kelly's Massage Therapy. No disrespect to the industry, but there seems to be coupons for everything. And you know, the real coupon magazine, Hometown Values coupon magazine. A coupon book you can read, and practical couponing. Hometown Values, check them out. Different Hometown Values magazines for each part of the city. Hometown Values, Billings and Laurel. Log on to myhometownvalues.com.
Livin Large Larry live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry live.
And checking out Billings area forecast from livinlargelarry.com. Our expanded forecast, you click on that link tab there. On the show, the forecast brought to you by Tops Sandwich Company in Billings across from Shopco with catering. Check out their catering process. It's probably the best sandwich catering in the region. Tops Sandwich Company across from Shopco in Billings. It may have some late afternoon, evening thunder showers otherwise. This week is lining up to be just about perfect. 85 to about 93 or so for the most part for temperatures. And that gets us through the end of the week and even for the first part of the weekend. Again, the expanded forecast at livinlargelarry.com. Forecast on the show at Livin Large Larry Live. Brought to you by Top Sandwich Company, the only sandwich shop in town that has a happy hour every day, Monday through Friday, 5 to 8 p.m. All sandwiches at that time are $5. Top Sandwich Company, Billings Wolves supporters. Top Sandwich Company, across from Shopco off King in Billings. Billings Wolves beat Spokane over the weekend in Billings at home. Top winning the intense conference for the IFL. Spokane twice. Billings Wolves have beaten. Now the Billings Wolves are playoff bound to Billings. First round, July 9th. The IFL Billings Wolves at Rimrock Arena. We're planning actually this gigantic tailgate party up top of Metro in the parking lot at top of Metro Park on July 9th. So save that date. Is coming up. LivinLargeLarry.com. All kinds of blinds and Billings, all kinds of blinds. MT.com. Nice morning, 56 80s most of the week.
Livin Large Larry live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry live.
Want to thank Bighorn Inspection for sponsoring our What's Going On Around the Area segment. Bighorn Inspection, petrochemical and refinery inspection. BighornInspection.com. Billings Kiwanis Movies in the Park continues. Had kind of a weird deal on Friday. This Friday passed. Our boys did show, but not on Friday. And they usually move the Billings Kiwanis Movies in the Park to Saturdays for inclement weather. It wasn't really rainy or or stormy with hail and stuff on Friday. It was wind, some gusts up to 60 miles per hour, and the wind was not safe for the gigantic screen we use when we was in the park. So we moved it to Saturday when Star Wars was on the screen. Family event, Billings Kiwanis. More coming up this summer from Billings Kiwanis in regards to movies in the park. August 26th is the next one. Taking the month of July off. August 26th, Finding Nemo, Rose Park. And I'll double check to make sure there's nothing in July. But my schedule here shows the Billings Kiwanis next movie in the park is August 26th at Rose Park. Finding Nemo will be shown. The Billings Symphony Orchestra and Chorale dazzled over 10,000 at Pioneer Park this past weekend, and for the symphony in the park. What a great show that is. So get geared up for the Billings Symphony season on September 24th this year. Music director Ann Harrigan kicks off the season with a performance of Just Dance. So check that out at the Alberta Bear Theater. You can Google search Billings Symphony and get more in-depth detail as to the schedule and what the performances are all about through the Billings Symphony. First one coming up, the first official of the season, September 24th, Just Dance at the Alberta Bear Theater. The summer lunch programs continue in Billings through August 12th from noon to 1, Monday through Friday. Free meals under 18 and over comes to $3.75. You can check out the lunch programs in the parks: Pioneer Park, Central Park, South, Gorham, Crow Arrowhead Parks, Castle Rock, and North Park noon to 1. Also the YMCA lunch programs as well through the 5th at Olympic Village Center Court from 11:15 till noon. At Stewart Park behind the Westview Apartments there beginning at 12:15. And Sacagawea Park beginning at 1 Monday through Friday. That program for lunch goes on through August 15th. And also Relay for Life is coming up less than 2 weeks. July 8th for Relay for Life, the track at Billings West. I think when the Yellowstone County's Relay for Life, the American Cancer Society, is the 8th largest Relay for Life in the world. So we have the Spokane, Billings, Yellowstone County Relay for Life event out there in Boise, Idaho. Always a great event, July 8th. Save that date. What is going on around the area? It's brought to you by Bighorn Inspection. BighornInspection.com. As we're live on YouTube, livinlargelarry.com from the Redline Computer Studios in West Billings, Montana. New season, new haircuts. If it's time, I get my haircut every 6 weeks from Jim and Austin's Barbershop in Billings Heights at 2225 Main Street in the Heights. The best $10 haircut you'll ever have. And Jim and Austin's Barbershop, they're trained to be barbers. Basic haircut, $10. 10 minutes in and out. Jim and Austin's Barbershop, 2225 Main in the Billings Heights. Proud supporters of the Billings Wolves for 2016. And like them on Facebook, Jim and Austin's Barbershop in Billings Heights.
Livin Large Larry Live.
Another great experience, my wife and I, at N2 Cryotherapy, 805 24th Street West, Suite number 4, over the weekend. We go probably twice a month on average, and you can actually enjoy and take advantage of what N2 Cryotherapy is all about twice a day, actually. N2cryo.com. If you've heard us talking about cryotherapy and what it's all about, log on to N2cryo.com for a brief history as to what cryotherapy is all about, and more importantly, what N2 Cryotherapy here in Billings is all about. And Cindy Graff and her crew are very good at servicing athletes in forms of N2 Cryotherapy. Again, 805 24th Street West, Suite number 4, N2cryo.com. Our replay sponsor on Livin Large Larry Live is brought to you by Keystone Mortgage in their new location, 248-7124. And you can check them out and visit them at 2442 First Avenue North, then right across from the pump station in downtown Billings. Keystone Mortgage Company, you aren't just a number, you're our number one priority. Keystone Mortgage.
Livin Large Larry live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry live.
Of a Montana roping legend. I'm Livin Large Larry, KGHL News. On Sunday during the first gubernatorial debate of this election cycle at Big Sky, which was hosted by the Montana Broadcasters Association, Republican gubernatorial candidate Greg Gianforte's claim of Montana being 49th in the nation in personal income was challenged by incumbent Democrat Steve Bullock. Gianforte pointed to the issue of gun rights and pointed out he's been backed by a leading gun rights organization, the NRA, and not his opponents on the issue. It's expected there will be other gubernatorial debates before the election on November 2nd, currently officially scheduled. The Montana Law Enforcement Academy, operated by the Montana Department of Justice, provides basic and advanced training for state, county, city, and tribal law enforcement officers throughout Montana. At the ceremony Friday morning in Helena, the Montana Law Enforcement Academy graduated 59 new officers who will serve 53 different agencies across the state of Montana. In Montana, roping legend Bill Parker of Huntley has died of pancreatic cancer at the age of 62. A graduate of Billings Senior High, he'd been horse sales manager at Billings Livestock Commission, will be a funeral service at 2 p.m. July 7th at St. Bernard's Catholic Church in Billings Heights. A 101-room Marriott Spring Hill Suites has staked its claim as the first completed project in the 28-acre North Kalispell development. That hotel cost $7.6 million to build. And in Bozeman, the City Commission will meet this afternoon at 5:30. We'll take up a slew of items ranging from the Bozeman Police Department's annual report to updates on the city's ongoing development code rewrite and law and justice center projects. The Montana State Hail Insurance Program began operations earlier this spring, and is prepared to accept new policies through August 15th. The maximum coverage rate for dry land is $75 per acre and $114 per acre, or irrigated land rates vary by county. Staff are available Monday through Friday from 8 to 5 to answer any questions you might have. This is Dog Show in Billings last week, and now the 61st annual Five Valley Kennel Club Dog Show continues today and Tuesday at the Western Montana Fairgrounds in Missoula. It's part of a 14-show circuit over 15 days in the Northwest. More than 700 dogs have been entered in the confirmation, obedience, and rally events. There's no cost to attend, but parking is $5 per vehicle. And Sunday, the main road running through Absaroka became Montana's barbecue epicenter as thousands of people flooded in to try mounds of smoked, barbecued, and mouth-watering meats from dozens of experts from across the country. The 14th annual Montana Barbecue Cook-Off in Absaroka and food truck roundup drew in Stillwater County. Sports note, the Chicago Cubs lost for the 6th time in 7 games to trim their lead in the NL Central to 9 games over St. Louis. Jose Fernandez is 10-3 after allowing a run and 4 hits, while fanning 13 in 7 innings of Miami's 6-1 win against the Cubbies. News and Sports, 97.90 AM and 94.7 FM KGHL. I'm Livin Large Larry.
Call or email your Livin Large Larry live show ideas. Larry at livinlargelarry.com and 1-888-858-1408.
And checking out Billings area forecast from livinlargelarry.com. Our expanded forecast, you can click on that link tab there. On the show, the forecast brought to you by Tops Sandwich Company in Billings across from Shopco with catering. Check out their catering process. It's probably the best sandwich catering in the region. Tops Sandwich Company across from Shopco in Billings. And may have some late afternoon, evening thunder showers. Otherwise, this week is lining up to be just about perfect. 85 to about 93 or so for the most part for temperatures. And that gets us through the end of the week and even for the first part of the weekend. Again, the expanded forecast at livinlargelarry.com. Forecast on the show at Livin Large Larry Live. Brought to you by Top Sandwich Company, the only sandwich shop in town that has a happy hour every day, Monday through Friday, 5 to 8 p.m. All sandwiches at that time are $5. Top Sandwich Company, Billings Wolves supporters. Top Sandwich Company, across from Shopco off King in Billings.
Livin Large Larry Live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry Live.
Replay of segments on livinlargelarry.com on the show from Keystone Mortgage Company here in Billings. Purchase, refinance, investment properties, and a brand new place to call home for work. Keystone Mortgage downtown now across from the pub station, 2442 First Avenue North. You can find them on Facebook. Type in the keyword Keystone Mortgage Company. You aren't just a number, you're our number one priority. I think you'll love the changes at Keystone Mortgage. Oh, Serena Anderson, it's been a while.
Good morning!
You've been so busy, Trailhead Talks hostess still, right?
Yes.
And you've partnered with you've partnered with a building with one of my clients, Keystone Mortgage.
Yes.
And I don't know if you know this, but when Keystone moved down across from the pub station, you weren't there, but I went in and took a tour when you were still kind of, getting your part of that building ready.
Right.
And wow, a ton of space. And then I came back for a second visit a month later, and this is where Serena's going to be. I go, Serena? What? And then I see on Facebook, Royal Realty.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Thank you.
First of all, how long have you been doing real estate?
Let's see, this is my third year. 3 years, yeah. Third year. Going into 4. This summer we'll be going to 4, so.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. It's been a wonderful journey. I am just super blessed. I get blown away on how well I've done in real estate.
Yeah.
You know what? I think it's when you're coming from a good heart and when you have a giving heart that it's just the golden rule. It just what you give out comes back to you.
Well, how do you do all the stuff you do? I mean, you're a mom,
right?
And I know you. That's the first thing in your life is being a mom.
Absolutely.
How do you get it all done?
You know what? It's something that I've learned and have been working on for the past 12 years, and it's something that I have to continually tell myself and continually wire the brain. The brain wants to say, I'm overwhelmed, I'm stressed out, I can't get enough done. You only hear people say, there's not enough time in a day.
I hear you, I feel you.
Yes. And so I have to rewire myself and remind myself, I will get as much as I can in this 1 minute, in this 1 hour, and what I get done is what I'm supposed to get done. And it's about the self-love and that self-nurturing.
As long as you're productive for a day.
Exactly. So don't stress out. Just do what you can. Be a doer. And so many people, want the life, want to be successful, and then they just sit around.
It takes work, though.
It takes a ton of work. And I work, 14, 15-hour days.
And you still have time to hang out with me in our Redline Computer Studios. I know you've known about this radio station since I launched back in November. I've been trying to hook up to come here and talk about you because I was on Trailhead Talks with you twice now, right?
Yeah.
So the roles are kind of reversed.
Yes.
But the minute you sit down in front of a microphone and you're on YouTube, wave to the camera, all of a sudden her TV aura takes over.
It does.
So, but Trailhead Talks, local community TV show on 7, it's got to be it's a great show. I know that, but it's got to be great to do that every week.
I
know you do.
Yes. I actually have been growing and expanding, so I've hired an assistant or an office manager, and so she's going to be helping me with Trailhead Talks even more, so that we can do even more incredible things, because as it's been for the last 2 years that I've been doing it, I've been paying for it all and producing it, getting the people and everything like that, and it's quite a bit of work.
I remember when you launched Trailhead Talks. You were a guest on my show on that other radio station several times, and when you said you're going to be a TV host and you did some radio as well. I think, how can you fit all that into your day? And then I did a couple of shows on your set with you, and your time management was impeccable. But the thing about Serena on Trailhead Talks is you make all your guests feel comfortable.
Yeah.
And you have a conversation.
Yeah. Yeah. It's taken the awkwardness out.
Well, you know no stranger.
No.
I think people in Billings and around the county know that. Serena Anderson. Oh, Serena.
I love it.
What's some of your favorite guests on Trailhead Talks? And don't say me. I appreciate that. But you've had numerous guests. But who's been two of the funnest guests?
Oh, that is so challenging.
I know.
To say that to me right
Has
now.
Jeff Ewell from Zoo Montana been on?
Yes. Oh, I absolutely love
When
that.
he's on my radio show, I love him. I could say, okay, Jeff Ewell, Zoo Montana. I can say, and Livin Large Larry drops mic and leaves, and he can run the show. Right?
I love him. And when he brings an animal in, yeah.
That's a requirement.
It is a requirement.
On my radio shows, and Jeff Ewell knows that when he comes in on my show, he has to bring an animal.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that reminds me, I think it's about time for him to come back on again.
Yeah. So, well, you're welcome.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
Let's talk about Royal Realty and how you've expanded into your new digs, if you will, in the same building as Keystone Mortgage. Do you have your sign up on your door yet?
Yes, I got vinyl signage on the windows and doors and the temporary banner. It's quite a process to get permanent signage down there with it being a historical district. So that's going to take time. But, it's a great starting point, but I can already see we're going to be growing out of it in a couple of months. So probably, it's just incredible to see the growth that's happening. We got our new agent that just signed paperwork last night, April Sanchez.
Fantastic.
So she's been waiting for me to get this all ready to go.
So you're broker, right?
Yep.
And owner, and you've got an agent, and you have a business manager as well to help you out with both entities, your TV and
Yep. Yeah, currently have 2 assistants actually. So juggling all that.
So you got payroll and stuff to deal with.
I got payroll. It's
Who's your accountant by chance?
Lisa Woods.
is mine.
Accounting.
Lisa Woods is mine too.
Yeah, I love her.
She's great. She's local and she gets it, and she takes the stress out of Carrie's my life when it comes to accounting. So we do QuickBooks and all that, the minor stuff, but all the hard stuff that you scratch your head is like go to Lisa Woods. She knows what she's doing. Well, I'm so proud of you. And what was one of the biggest challenges being a broker owner for your own company?
Well, I would just say that all the responsibility comes down on me. I just did the supervising broker endorsement in Helena on Friday, which now allows me to actually supervise and have agents under me. And when I left there, I was just a little bit terrified because every single agent that you have is representing you, and you're 100% responsible for every single thing they do.
Or say.
And so then they were going over all these lawsuits and this, that, and other. I just don't even want to think about it. But I think that's probably the most challenging part. But all in all, I've been my own business owner and had employees in the past for 12 years now. So I can handle stress well, and it's all about systems, putting systems in place. So right now we're creating a software program that will house all the training videos, the audios. We're doing flyers and PowerPoint presentations for every single aspect of real estate. And then we're also implementing this entire checklist program and feedback system from clients throughout the process. So the whole Royal Realty isn't about that you need a royal house or a castle. Thank you.
Yeah.
But it's about you deserve royal service. And really that's what it comes down to. So how are we going to make sure that we give royal service? Well, we're creating a software program that has an algorithm, and it's based on badges and a score system based on these feedbacks from clients, based on broker input, as well as a few other factors. And so then it will generate these badges and awards as they move up this performance-based algorithm. So it's really cool.
This is understandably technical, but I can understand it.
Yes, it's very cool. And then the other part of it that's extremely near and dear to my heart, I have to tell you this part.
It's internet radio, so you can say anything you want. So Larry drops mic and leaves.
Let me take over the Large Larry show. Is that my heart is 100% on giving back. there's no purpose of waking up in the morning and working when there's not a way to give back. And you and Carrie are the same way. You guys have huge hearts and give back so much too. Share the same vision. So what did I do? Well, first let me tell you the story. When I was a little girl, I lived with my mother, who was a single parent of 4 kids. I was the only girl, and the rest were boys.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. And she was not in a position where she had a lot of money, so it was very challenging. Well, I was asked to join the volleyball team and the basketball team. I was very athletic. My best friend was a huge athlete, and of course, we didn't have the money to do it, and it was crushing.
Yeah.
I remember crying myself to sleep, and I remember laying there, and I just was shaking violently, and I thought and said out loud, when I grow up, I'm going to make a change.
And you have.
Yes. So we have our youth empowerment program called YEP, and a portion of Rural Realty's proceeds go to sponsor a kid for extracurricular activities, soccer, football, any sort of sports, music, as well as tutoring services or speech therapy if needed, for children who are in this disadvantaged situation that they didn't choose to be in. So actually right now we have funding, and we have our application. So you can go to royalrealty.co/YEP and fill out the application, and it will come to us. We review it quarterly, and so we're going to be handing out some scholarships.
I
super stoked.
love it. Yep. That's a Serena name. It's like, let's call it Yep.
Actually, I have to give credit to Joe Phil
Really?
Joni. He's amazing.
It still fits your personality,
It
though.
does. He knows me very well.
Yep. Idea for you with regards to youth sports and giving back. Have you talked to Coach Chris Dixon with the Billings Wolves?
No, not yet.
Do ChrisDixonSports.com, I think. But Chris has his own little company that is kind of in line the same way, creating youth sports and giving back. He'd be a great partner. So give Chris Dixon a try.
I will. I definitely will.
Keep up the top of your head.
Yes.
All right, so Royal Realty, and I searched it out on Facebook.
Yeah.
It does come up. There's another one, too, not here.
Nope, in Cuppink, I think.
Yeah, but yours comes up first.
Oh, yeah, it does. We've been
Yours comes
killing
up
that
first.
SEO.
Yeah, so so like you on Facebook.
Yeah, like us on Facebook.
How many Facebook pages do you have? Good Lord, you guys. Serena Stars, and
Yeah, got those ones. Those are personal pages, and then business ones, and
so Royal Realty on Facebook.
Yep.
And your website?
royalrealty.co.
Very easy.
Yeah.
And
Super excited.
people say, did you forget the M? No, it's the new thing.
I know.
It's the new thing.
It's a new thing.
Give it 5 years, people go, oh, .co.
Yeah, .co.
Yeah.
People constantly ask me if I forgot to. I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure I didn't. Which I understand.
I've seen a few of those too. And the first time I saw it, I says, do you mean C-O-M?
Yeah.
No, C-O.
Co. Company.
It's like O-R-G. It's just C-O and .com.
It takes a while to relearn new things or add new things.
I'm exhausted in the game, but in a good way. So let's see, we talked about Serene, we talked about tournament talks, we talked about Royal Realty and your expansion and all that. Hire and retain good people. You mentioned the employees that you have, and I know that they're spot on right now. Hire and retain good people is what comes to mind.
Yes. It was really challenging.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Yeah. Well, Carol is the GM of the Holiday Inn Express West End.
Yeah.
That's her biggest challenge, too, is finding people that, let me just say it, want to work. You apply for a job, and you must have to want to work.
Right, and show up for at least your interview.
Yeah, I saw one of your Facebook posts a while back about you had, somebody you've interviewed, you looked at the resume, and you didn't show up for the interview. It's like, why do you do that?
Yeah, and it wasn't only once. It was multiple times. And I was emailing with these people and talking to them on the phone and and then they don't even show up.
Back when I was young, that never happened.
What?
I hear about that more in society more and more these days. And it's all demographics. It's not just the young teenagers. It's adults like you and I.
Yeah.
And we know better.
Right. Absolutely.
We know better. All right. What else should we know about Royal Realty and Serena's life? And do you have a vacation that you went on recently? Did you and the girls go?
Yeah, we went to the Bahamas.
Yeah.
And
How was that?
So that was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
week away?
Yeah, it was like 10 days. It was awesome.
Oh, man.
We got really close. You know, in real estate, I work 7 days a week.
Right, yep.
I work 7 days a week and 12 to 14-hour days.
Phone's always on.
Phone always on. That thing is always on. So the only way that I can ever catch a break is I literally either have to get in a car and drive multiple hours away from here or get on a plane and leave. Usually the plane on the leave is the best. So I usually schedule 3 or 4 of them throughout the year because that's my only time to actually recuperate.
And you have to.
You have to. Yeah. That's the only way I can keep all this energy. Gosh.
I know. So.
But the next trip is California for the kiddo for Disneyland.
Cool. That'll be fun.
Yeah. He's like, Mom, you go on all these trips and you never take me. I'm like, honey, that's the point. I got to get away from it. Let me take you out on one, all right?
My friends and my family, yeah. Well, he's going to love Disneyland. That'll be a great trip for him. So, talk about your kid. I mean, the name, age, school.
Oh my gosh, love this little boy. I'm so blessed to have him. Super diplomatic. First of all, his nickname is JJ. JJ Silvestroni. And his real name is J.O. Quinn, but it's kind of hard for people.
JJ works.
JJ works. Yeah. But he's so kind-hearted and so polite.
Like mama.
Oh, it's just, pitter-patter to the heart. Rarely gets in trouble, great listener. We're constantly telling him, how much we love and adore him and how,
where did you come from?
Where did you come from? You're just so amazing. And I do remind him about teenage years and how teenagers can...
How old is he?
He is 9.
Okay.
So it's coming up there. But I'm hoping that by prefacing it and letting him know and...
That's a good idea, yeah.
That we're talking about it, hopefully it'll keep away from the crazy teenagers.
It worked for our kids.
Really?
Yeah, both our boys are graduated high school now, several years, and neither one of them was a baby's daddy during high school.
Oh, good.
Well, I'm sorry to say, but that's the conversation, but no.
Yeah, exactly.
They're responsible, so teenage years these days compared to when we were teens, night and day, totally different. Life's experiences.
It's crazy.
All right, so any more contact details for Royal Realty that we should know about here? What's the royalrealty.com .co? We talked about that.
Yep.
Phone number, business phone number?
Yeah, 969-2323 is the office line, and then you can text me 661-2325. Facebook, of course. Yeah, absolutely. We're here to answer all real estate questions and be a resource. But ultimately, we're here to give back. So when you do business with us, you know that the money's going back into our community.
You want to hear my bumper sticker?
Yes, please.
If I had one. And I probably told you this on your Trailhead Talk show, but it's the bumper sticker would read, "It's never wrong to give back."
Oh, wait, you did tell me that. I love that.
It's never wrong to give back.
That's right, and that can include a smile even. It doesn't have to be money. Yeah. So today, as you're going throughout your day, put that smile on and brighten someone else's day.
Somebody paid it forward on coffee for Carrie and I a month ago.
Nice.
We put it on Facebook, and we hear about it all the time.
Yeah,
So somebody just randomly paid for our coffee. So last 2 Sundays ago, we did the same thing. And we didn't know the person. We did our deed and paid it forward and drove off thinking, that was cool.
I love that.
It felt good.
I love that.
Yeah. And we're not looking for any, applause for it, but it was just cool to do.
Nope, and it's great to remind other people that they can do it too.
Yeah. What was one of your listings for Royal Realty?
Royal Realty, we've actually sold a lot of them, so we're ready for some more. And we have low inventory right now in our market, so there's a lot more buyers than there are listings.
Yeah, Laura Shaka from Keystone was talking about that.
Yeah.
And how do we get that? How do we change that?
We need more people who want to sell their house. That's what we need. So all the listings that I have, they sell within a couple of days.
That fast?
Yeah. If they are in good condition and priced right, they go. Yeah, very, very fast. So multi-offer situations. Yeah.
Well, I know people are looking to downsize. We've been talking about downsizing themselves, but I think some people are afraid to put their house up for sale.
Yeah.
I need to talk about the balking, which to me is old news. I don't think the balking ruined anything in Billings. I really don't.
Just the icing on the cake for us here in Billings.
Yeah. Are you finding that, because in the news in Gillette, Wyoming, they've had to close some of their lines and stuff, and people are leaving Gillette. a lot of them actually are coming in the Billings, Montana area.
Right.
Moving here.
Yeah.
Because there's opportunity here.
There's tons of opportunity. Billings is amazing.
Its growth potential is unwavering. So
Wonderful place to start a business, too.
we're going to get you back on the show here
Yes.
one of these days again. But
Sounds good.
and for those who missed part of this visit with Serena Anderson, we'll, of course, keep it in my archives and play it back. You do know I'm doing 2 radio shows a day, right?
Oh.
Yeah, I do this one in the morning, and I do KGHL, which is AM 790, and also it's now also on 94.7 FM. 3 to
Nice.
6, classic country at its best. Me.
Wow. I love it.
Playing disc jockey in the afternoons, 3 to 6.
Sweet sauce.
So check that out.
I will.
What'd you say, sweet sauce?
Sweet sauce.
Sweet sauce.
Yeah.
Serena Anderson, Royal Realty, royalrealty.co.
Go.
As in CO. Peace.
Livin Large Larry live from the Redline Computer Studios next to the Dollar Tree off of King Avenue West in Billings, Montana. This is Livin Large Larry live.
Medical marijuana back in the news. We'll have that story coming up in just a minute or so. KGHO News. I'm Livin Large Larry. There are 144 conservation easements in Gallatin County, 41 particularly funded by the county's open space bonds, but the county's contribution to open space conservation is on the verge of ending. The nearly $20 million in open space bond funds, $19.3 million has been spent. Enough funds for a few more easements. The body of a 38-year-old California man, police say, was a victim of a kayaking accident, has been recovered from Storm Lake in Anaconda Pittman Wilderness. The man's name has not been released. Pending notification of his family, the cause of death was drowning. Friday, in a court filing, State Attorney said District Judge James Reynolds should only delay enforcement of new medical marijuana restrictions until the U.S. Supreme Court decides whether to take up the matter. The Montana Cannabis Industry Association asked the U.S. Supreme Court to overturn the state court's August 31st date to enforce a state law that prevents medical marijuana providers from selling the drug to more than 3 patients, or voters decide on a marijuana initiative expected to be on the November election ballot on November 2nd. At the Republican Party's platform convention in Missoula this weekend, Bruce Myers, a Republican Native American in the Montana's legislature, had some advice for his GOP brethren for campaigning on the reservation. He told them to emphasize shared values on the local officials and elders, and above all, lighten up. Families, friends, and community members celebrated the lives of those affected by or lost to cancer during the Living for Life in Great Falls this past weekend. The meeting was hosted by the American Cancer Society and featured more than 30 teams this year. In Yellowstone County, Living for Life is coming up on July 8th at the Billings West High School track. Run Wild Missoula, seeking about 200 more volunteers for this year's Missoula Marathon, scheduled for July 9th. The 10th annual racing is going to be one of the country's top marathons. And Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks has teamed with Montana State University to see how young elk are faring following changes in predator management in the southern reaches of the Great Oak this spring and summer. The research team radio ear-tagged 81 calves and followed the calves through their first year of life. Sports. Chris Sale became baseball's first 13-game winner by pitching 8 innings with 2-run, 5-hit ball in the Chicago White Sox 5-2 win over Toronto. Sale blanked the Blue Jays until Troy Tulowitzki and Jimmy Lake, home in the 8th, Tim Anderson, and J.B. Shuck hit similar shots for the White Sox, who are back at 500 following their 5th win in 7 games. Regional news and sports. The mighty 790 AM and 94.7 FM KGHL. I'm Livin Large Larry. If you have a chance, join me on my afternoon radio show on KGHL Radio in Billings, AM 790, the mighty 790, and also on 94.7 FM now. KGHL simulcast on FM.
See you about that.